Presentation will be roughly 20 minutes or so, and then afterwards we will open the floor to any questions, comments, or just an opportunity to touch base if anyone would like to. Throughout the presentation, we'll actively be monitoring the chat, so please feel free to drop any questions in there, and we'll go from there. So let's get started. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Caleb Thomas and I am the Unit Marketing Coordinator for Bridgewater Dining, and I'm here today to give you a brief overview of the dining program and what it is we offer at Bridgewater Dining. So just follow along as we dive into the meal plans, how they work, how to choose one, and give you a glimpse into the dining halls and the options that are available. So a little meet the team introduction. This is Stacy DeSimone. She's our general manager. She is the figurehead for all dining operations on campus. Then we have Christine Hubbard. She's our retail operations manager, so she takes care of the food courts on campus. And then Steve Allen is our resident operations manager, and he manages East Campus Commons. We also have Joe Pina. He's our campus executive chef, so he is the culinary leader on campus. And then there's me. I'm the marketing coordinator, so I take care of all of the marketing efforts for our dining program. So here at BSU, we currently have 4 primary dining locations. The first of which is the Bear Bites food truck. It is our newest location, obviously a mobile location that moves around campus, but typically you can expect to find it right there in University Park where that red arrow is pointing. Then over on the west side of campus, we have the Bear's Den. That is one of our retail food courts on campus. Then we have East Campus Commons over on the other side of campus, and what the ECC is, as it is fondly known as, that is your all-you-care-to-eat dining hall. So you swipe your card, you go in, you can eat as much as you like. Then lastly, we have the Crimson Dining and Student Lounge, which is adjacent to ECC. Now this is another food court, so you can go in and select your restaurant and get your meals and sit down and enjoy some time in the student lounge. It's also a great study space that is open for that as well. So how does dining work at BSU? We have 2 forms of currency. We have the meal swipe and the dining dollar. Now, meal swipes are used for the all-you-care-to-eat dining halls. It's like your golden ticket to the buffet. You swipe your card, you enter in, you can eat as much as you like for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Now, we also accept meal swipes at the Bear's Den through a meal equivalency program, so that students who are on the west side of campus, if they need a meal and they want to go to Bear's Den, but they need to use their meal swipes, there is a fixed menu that you can select from and swipe your card and get the food that's associated with that specific meal swipe option. Now, dining dollars are used for a la carte meals at our food court style locations. So the primary currency for the Bear's Den and Crimson Dining and Student Lounge are going to be the dining dollars. Now, our all you care to eat dining hall, ECC, does have a flat rate for entry. For breakfast, lunch, and dinner, there's each a different cost associated with that, and that can be paid for with dining dollars. So when in doubt, all of our locations accept dining dollars. Now, you might hear flex dollars mentioned. Now, what flex dollars are, it's a separate currency from the dining program. It's actually an initiative through the Parking and Connect Card Services office. It is a currency that is preloaded on your student ID card, your Connect card, and it allows you to use it like a debit card. You can also use those flex dollars off campus at merchants like CVS, some Chinese restaurants, some pizza places, and even a few gas stations. Now, this program is completely optional and it is not included within the dining program. So it's there. Our locations accept flex dollars, but it is not a dining currency. Now, all of our locations are equipped to accept cash, credit, debit, Apple Pay, and Samsung Pay, so you don't have to have a meal plan to eat at our dining halls. We do accept the standard currency. Now, how to choose a meal plan? This is quite a challenging question, actually, and it's the question that is asked most often to our staff when we're talking about the meal program. So the best meal plan for you is truly going to depend on your lifestyle. We have a tiered meal plan set up that ranges from brass all the way up to platinum. And the one that you choose is really going to depend on a couple of factors. So are you a resident or a commuter student? If you're a resident student, you're required to pick from the top 3 tiers of the meal plan. So that's going to be the silver, gold, and platinum plan. If you're a commuter, then there are a couple of meal plans that are designed specifically with you in mind, but you also have access to the top 3 tiers as well. So you can pick any of the meal plans if you're commuting. Do you prefer to sit down and have a large meal in one sitting, or do you prefer smaller snacks throughout the day? That's going to have a impact on what meal plan you choose, because the meal swipes are better for those sit down large meals, and the dining dollars are easier if you're going to be doing the snacking. Now, are you an athlete? If you're an athlete who needs to have the extra calorie intake to keep up with your regimen, you might want to opt for the gold or platinum meal plans that are going to offer more flexibility and more currency to purchase food. And then, do you plan to eat on campus every day, or are you someone who is going to go home on the weekends and eat at home? Are you going to want to cook in your own apartment? All resident students are required to participate in a meal plan, so just keep that in mind. If you are coming to BSU as a resident student, you're going to live on campus, you will be requiring in a meal plan. You will be required to participate in a meal plan. Now, looking at the actual tiers of meal plans, we'll start here at the top with the platinum. You can see the price right there. This comes with a balance of 145 meal swipes and 780 dining dollars. So it's got a high amount of meal swipes compared to some other plans, but it also has much, much more dining dollars. So if you're an athlete, if you're someone who just prefers to have more flexibility, if you're someone who tends to eat more, this is the meal plan that we recommend for you, as there is such a hefty balance of both currencies. So it's really, really balanced. Now, the gold plan is going to have a higher ratio of meal swipes to dining dollars. So it's going to include more currency for those sit down, all you care to eat meals. And that's why we highly recommend this for first year students, because it gets you in the dining halls, you're sitting down, you're eating meals with friends, you're building that campus community. But there also are dining dollars there as well. So you have a balance for coffee, a balance for snacks, or if you want to try out the food courts, you can do that as well. The next tier down is going to be the silver. Again, the prices for all of these are listed right there at the top. Now with silver, you'll notice that there is a lower ratio of meal swipes. There's only 80 with this one, but there is a higher ratio of dining dollars. So you've got 550 to work with there. This is the meal plan that we tend to recommend for students who snack throughout the day and don't prefer to sit down for those full meals. Now, obviously, you are going to be eating full meals, so there is that balance of 80 meal swipes. But with the dining dollars, the benefit is if you're only going to have, let's say, a piece of pizza, you're going to walk into the dining hall, perhaps ECC, you're going to swipe your card, use a meal swipe, and then just eat a piece of pizza. Well, you're using your full meal swipe on that one piece of pizza when you could be eating an entire meal. So what the dining dollars allow you to do is to go into the Bear's Den or Crimson or even the food truck, get your slice of pizza for $3, and then you're only going to have 3 dining dollars taken out of your balance. So it just tends to work out a little bit better. You can budget more easily, and you've got more flexible currency for those snacks as opposed to the full meals. Now, this is only for commuters and apartment residents. So if you are a resident student who's living in a dorm, you won't be eligible for these next 2 meal plans. Now, there's a drastic change in price here. For $429 a semester, you get 15 meal swipes and 400 dining dollars. So if you're a commuter or you're an apartment resident, this allows you to have some currency to eat in the dining halls. It's pretty flexible here. It's not going to supply you every day all semester, but the idea is you're living off campus, you're preparing some of your own meals. But if you're studying really hard and you want to run into the Bear's Den for a meal, you can do that without leaving campus and needing to go home. So this allows you to have a little bit of pocket money, if you will, for the dining program. Now, the 15 meal swipes there, when it comes to work out, it's about $2 a meal. So it's a very, very good value. It's a deal and a steal. And if you're living in the Great Hill apartments, this is an excellent option to keep you kind of engaged with the dining program and with the community. Now, the last meal plan is going to be our brass. This is a special meal plan. It's newer. It's only for commuters. So if you're living off campus, this is available to you. It is $250 a semester. That comes with 15 meal swipes, $50 dining dollars, and the parking decal. So every commuter is going to need to purchase a parking decal to be able to bring your car to campus. And when it works out, that's usually around $200. So really what you're getting here is the 50 additional dining dollars and then 15 meal swipes for free. So this is an absolute steal. You can't pass this one up if you're a commuter. And it allows you just to have a little bit of spending money on campus for food when you don't want to drive home or drive off campus. Now, pretty new to campus is our mobile ordering program. We have Grubhub for mobile ordering and pickup, and then we have Starship for delivery. Now, with Grubhub, this allows you to skip the line and save time. Your meal plan is fully incorporated into the app, so anything that you're purchasing through Grubhub is taken directly from your meal plan. You don't need to use your own money. So with Grubhub, how it works is you just download the app, you place your order, you select what you want. This is available at Bear Bites Food Truck, East Campus Commons, the Bear's Den, and Starbucks. So you just place your order and then you come in and pick it up. Our staff prepares it for you, gets it all ready, bags it up, and then you just stop in the dining hall and pick up your order. Now with Starship, this is a separate app. This is actually our brand new robot delivery service. So you place an order in the Starship app. Right now, this is available at the Bear's Den and at the Crimson Cafe Starbucks. So you go in just like you would for Grubhub, you select what food you want, and then for a small delivery charge and service charge, the food is actually delivered to wherever you desire. So when you download the Starship app, you can either ping the robot to deliver directly to your dorm, you can have it directly delivered to the building you're studying at, or even if you're hanging out in University Park and it's nice out and you want, a nice cold drink from Bear's Den or maybe an iced coffee or frappuccino from Starbucks, you can actually have it delivered to University Park. You can track your delivery live on the app as the robots are equipped with GPS monitoring, and it delivers in minutes, anywhere from 15 minutes up to 60. All right, so we're at the Bear's Den. Now, the Bear's Den is a food court style location that's going to be found on West Campus. This is the most popular cafe for commuters, and it's also one of the student favorites overall. So at the Bear's Den, we accept all of the currency that you see here. Both dining dollars and meal swipes are accepted. Dining dollars are going to be a little bit more flexible. Primarily what's used at the Bear's Den are those dining dollars. But as I mentioned previously, we do have the meal swipe equivalency menu available. So if you have meal swipes to spend and you're near the Bear's Den, you can spend them there on that preset menu. Now, a couple of great stations at the Bear's Den. We've got Farmer's Field salads. Those are all going to be gourmet salads that are made in-house by our staff every day. We've got Hisho Sushi, that is all made fresh, as well as Kyoto's Tex-Mex. That's kind of comparable to Taco Bell. You've got all of your burritos, fiesta bowls, quesadillas, etc. We've got our handcrafted paninis, which are all made to order. And that's one of the things that students love most about the Bear's Den is most dishes are made in front of you to order. We've got our Slices Pizza Station where you can get personalized pizzas. And we also have Semolina's, which is our pasta toss station. That's probably the number one favorite at Bear's Den are those made-to-order pasta tosses. All right, so then this brings us to Crimson Dining and Student Lounge. Now, this is our food court location on the other side of campus. So you've got the Bear's Den food court on West Campus, and you've got Crimson over here on the east side. And this is definitely more of a lunchtime and late night option. They actually don't serve breakfast at Crimson, so you're going to want to head over there for those lunchtime and late night cravings. Now, this features a pizza pasta station, as well as a made-to-order grill, and Sabroso, which is our Mexican brand in-house. It's kind of comparable to Chipotle, so you can get your burrito bowls and your tacos there. Now, this location accepts all of the following currency except for meal swipes. So there is no meal swipe equivalency menu at Crimson, so make sure you bring your dining dollars if you want to dine at this location. And we also have a We Proudly Serve Starbucks on campus. Now, this features handcrafted espresso beverages as well as brewed coffee and cold brew, and my personal favorite, cold foam cold brew with a little bit of vanilla. They also have the Frappuccinos here and refreshers, including the infamous pink drink and some pastries and bagels for a snack as you're picking up your coffee. There's also a couple of grab-and-go snacks that are featured. This is going to be parfaits, crudité, and some salads and sandwiches. Now at Starbucks, they accept all of the currency except for meal swipes. So yes, you can use your meal plan to buy coffee, but be very careful with that. Use some wisdom, because when I was in college, I used all of my dining dollars on coffee and always had to purchase extra because I was just over caffeinated all of the time. Now, East Campus Commons is a different style of dining hall. Now, this is an all-you-care-to-eat dining hall, so as opposed to picking out what items you want and then paying for them individually, you're just going to swipe your card and go in, and then you have free range over the entire dining hall, whether you want to eat just ice cream for dinner or if you want a 5-course meal. Now, this is our largest campus dining hall. You'll hear it referred to as ECC instead of East Campus Commons. I may have already referred to it as such in this video, so it is commonly known as ECC. Now, at ECC, we have probably the most stations of any location. We've got a deli, a salad bar, pasta, pizza, Rustic Roots, which we'll talk about in a little bit. That is our vegan and vegetarian station. We feature Gifford's ice cream here. There's also a grill, a soup station. There's an entree, which rotates. It's kind of like your home style chef's feature. There's a baker's table dessert station with desserts that are baked in-house by our baker team, who has collectively over 60 years of experience. There is a My Zone, which is an allergen-free station, and Simple Servings, which is also an allergen-free station. My Zone focuses more specifically on gluten-free and then peanut and tree nut-free baked goods, whereas Simple Servings is going to be a full-course station that is free of 7 out of the top 8 allergens. Now, at ECC, we accept meal swipes and dining dollars. Those dining dollars are going to pay for the flat rate entry if you're out of meal swipes. And then they also take all of the rest of the currency there. We don't need to go through that again. So this here is Bear Bites Food Truck. Bear Bites is actually the newest addition to our campus. It only opened up in November of 2020, but in that short time, we've seen a lot of satisfaction with the food truck. And that comes from the fact that we can really be innovative with our menus and keep them constantly changing, always something exciting coming around the corner. Both quick and comforting classics like loaded French fries, deep fried Oreos have been really popular, mozzarella sticks, flatbread pizza. But we also have rotating menus, and so that means that we get unique twists on classic favorites, like with Melts, which was a grown-up grilled cheese in a classic way, but turned up a notch with a tomato bisque. We've done Sabroso Mexican cuisine, which the recipes are sourced from our station in Crimson Dining, but since that was closed due to COVID, we offered that on the food truck. We've also done the Wingery, which, as you could guess, served buffalo wings and a ton of other sauces and sides. And we've done Philly style as well, which was authentic Philly cheesesteaks made with freshly shaved ribeye and authentic cheese whiz sauce. That one was also very popular and so delicious. Now at Bear Bites, you can use all the currency that you see there except for cash and meal swipes. Those are not currently accepted at the food truck. All right, now I said we were going to circle back to this. This is Simple Servings. This is a specific station located at ECC, and what it features are allergen-safe meals for those with food allergies and gluten sensitivities. It's hot entrees, soups, sides, and salads every day. And it's free of 7 of the top 8 allergens. So you're not going to find wheat, gluten, soy, egg, milk, tree nuts, peanuts, or shellfish. The one allergen that is sometimes present is finned fish. So salmon, tuna, tilapia, etc. They do incorporate that into the menu. So just be aware of that. But if you have any of the other allergies, you can almost always rest assured that this station is not going to have any cross contact. If you have any concerns, let's say you have a very severe allergy, we still want you to get in contact with our chefs, but all of our cooks and servers are thoroughly trained at this station to prevent cross contact with food allergens. We also have Rustic Roots at ECC. This is a newer station to us as well. It's free of meat and animal products, so Rustic Roots is entirely plant-based. and it includes alternative proteins like seitan and tempeh, as well as whole grains and vegetables. So as you can see here, we've got our crabless crab cakes down at the bottom left, vegan macaroni and cheese there in the middle, and then on the right, the bigger photo is going to be a vegan taco bowl with vegan shredded cheese on top. So our chefs do a really great job of incorporating unique and innovative ingredients that are free from animal sources, and then bringing those together for a really delicious recipe for our plant-based students. You'll always find hot entrees, sides, or salads at this location, so the menu is very diverse and it's constantly evolving as we learn more about plant-based dining and more plant-based ingredients. This is served every day at lunch and dinner, but we do have a on-demand vegan menu for breakfast that's always available that you can just get in contact with our servers or our cooks and they'll have that prepared and ready for you. It's just not pre-made at the station. If you have further questions about food allergies, diet, or health and wellness, we offer complimentary consultations with our campus dietitian. So the contact for that is nutrition@bridgew.edu. So if you need to get in contact with our dietitian, let's say you have a severe allergy and you want to know what's the best way to navigate the dining hall, or maybe you're just looking to be a little bit healthier and you want some nutrition advice. If you have any of those questions or concerns, you can direct those directly to that nutrition email, and then our team will respond and get you in a program, get you planned out for the semester so that you can eat safely and healthily all year long. And we also have My Zone. This currently is located, there's a small My Zone at Bears Den and a larger one at East Campus Commons. This is a self-service pantry that we ask only our students with gluten and tree and peanut sensitivities to kind of shop at, because it's designated especially for them, with equipment specific for those with dietary restrictions. Now, events are one of the most exciting parts about the dining program. We have over 30 each semester, everything from special menus to themed days to outdoor grill parties. With COVID, we took a back seat a little bit, trying to keep everyone safe and really diversifying the menu. But we're excited to bring back those events that build that community spirit. For our holidays, we have lots of holiday celebrations, from Thanksgiving to the winter holidays to St. Patrick's Day, etc. There's lots of campus traditions that exist here at BSU, like late night breakfast, and something that we always host after the last day of official classes, the day before reading day. And we invite students into the dining halls for a breakfast that starts at 10 p.m. and lasts until midnight. We also send out weekly newsletters in the campus news that kind of pre-cap the events that are happening that week, and then that dining dialogue newsletter will also update you on other changes that we're making. Here are just some examples of events that we've run in the past. So Cityscapes was kind of a national culinary tour that we took, with everything from Nashville hot chicken to Boston clam chowder and everything in between. We've done Exotic Eats in the Streets, which features global street food. Balanced Bowls, which is a smoothie bowl menu. Literary feasts. In the past, for our literary feast, we have done whole meals inspired by Star Wars, Harry Potter, Sweeney Todd, and Beauty and the Beast. And those are often some of our most popular events, so we're excited to bring some of those back in the fall. And then Flip Pancakes, that's a special pancake breakfast bar that we've run in the past. That allows us to do some really innovative breakfast options, and it always turns out really, really nicely. Another campaign that we run regularly is called From My Kitchen to You. Now, the purpose of From My Kitchen to You is to really build this culture of sharing and storytelling through the act of cooking and sharing food and dining together. It is our meal sharing program that features diverse recipes from our team. Down here at the bottom, you can see Annabella and Maria on the left, who are originally from Cape Verde, and they shared their Cape Verdean recipes with the campus. And then on the right there is Linda Clapp, who is one of our, she's a supervisor at the Bears Den, but she loves to bake in her spare time. So she brought in her recipe for chocolate chip pumpkin cookies that she always makes for everyone around the Halloween season. We also feature recipes from alumni, recipes from students, and then faculty and staff get involved as well. This occurs pretty weekly. It's something that we try COVID kind of slowed that down a little bit because students couldn't come into our kitchens. But as we reopen and those restrictions are relaxed, we definitely want to bring students back into the kitchen so that we can do these weekly sharing events. You get to work alongside our very own chefs to showcase your cultural heritage. This is all about sharing your family's recipes, your cultural story. You can even bring culturally appropriate attire to the location. You can bring culturally appropriate decor, anything that you want to do to really embrace your culture's heritage and share it with the campus. We also have an e-commerce website for dining called Gifts from Home. And on this, you can purchase gift packs for yourself, for a friend, or you can contact your parents, guardians, grandparents, aunts, uncles, and ask them, say, hey, you can buy me a pizza party pack that I can just take and share with my friends, and it'll be a cheap dinner, and we'll love you forever. Or you can get packs like Munchie Mania, which are going to be full of really indulgent snacks and candies. There's cupcake packages, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So you can find snack packs, baked goods, birthday cakes, and more there. There's also the option to order Dining Dollars gift cards specifically on this e-commerce website. So if you are running low on your meal plan, this allows you to purchase more dining dollars to spend in the dining halls. So that's it for our presentation portion. If you have questions, we're going to remain on this call for about 10-15 minutes or so that we can take those questions for you. Hopefully you got a good kind of rundown of how the program works and what we offer here at Bridgewater Dining. But yeah, now it's time for a little bit of a Q&A. So I will pass the microphone on. Thank you so much for tuning in. Appreciate it.
Hi, everyone. So do we have any questions? I noticed we had one question in the chat that Caleb was able to answer, but do we have any other questions? Caleb, you're muted, my friend.
Of course I was. I just said if you guys want to drop it in the chat, feel free to do that. Or if you just want to speak up, don't be afraid. We don't bite.